Hi, I'm Carly from Close to My Heart, and you're watching Artbooking Made Easy. I want to introduce you to the new revolutionary Cricut Artbooking cartridge. Artbooking makes it easy to create layouts and mini books with just the push of a button. Over the next 8 months, from September 2013 through April 2014, we will be featuring artwork on our YouTube channel, Jeanette Linton's blog, and Facebook to show you the many ways that you can use Artbooking to create works of art. Now let me show you the basics about the fantastic Artbooking cartridge. In the collection, you will receive the cartridge, a booklet that explains all of the fun shapes. You'll also get exclusive stamp sets, there are 3 of them, as well as dimensional elements chipboard shapes that coordinate with the stamped images and the shapes found on the cartridge. The great thing about this cartridge is that it has 15 layout themes and 10 mini book themes. And they include themes like Halloween, Valentine's Day, Christmas, but not just holidays. You can use these year-round with themes like best friends, travel, sports, and tons more. The great thing about the mini albums on this cartridge is that they range in size, so you'll always have what you need. They start at 8.5 by 11 and go all the way down to 6 by 6, so we'll always have you covered. Now let's talk a little bit about the layouts that you can create on this cartridge. Over here I have the two-of-a-kind layout that was built using the friendship theme, and everything on this layout was cut at 11 inches. One of the best things about this cartridge is that we've taken the guesswork out for you. We've linked the sizes, so all you need to do when you plug in the size on your Cricut is put it at 11 inches, and then you pick the items you want to cut, and they will come out proportionally cut to what you need them to be. So even though the overlay is 11 inches, you can see the title isn't, but I still left my dial at 11 inches when I was cutting my title or my icons and my frames and my mats, because we have actually linked it all and taken all that guesswork out, so it just coordinates and becomes the right size for you. One of the other things that you can do is you can add these stamps that we've included in the collection. You can see one right here. It's the little arrow found on the stamp set there. I've just stamped that image on the shape that I cut out using the collection. Now something that I want to point out is with the stamped images that you will see on these layouts and the stamps that are found in any of our stamp sets, you'll want to use the size that we provided on the carrier sheet. So this little arrow right here is actually 1 1/4 inch. So what I would do is I would select real dial size on my Cricut, and then I would plug in the shape and cut it out at 1 1/4 inch. So even though everything on the layouts are linked to be at 11 inches, we have left the stamped images out so that you can use those across multiple layouts and mini albums and projects. Another fun thing that you'll want to note is these same stamps can move over and be used on a completely different layout. Now this layout also uses the theme of best friends. So these 2 pages or 2 layouts were cut using the best friend themed keys, but they look completely different. So you'll see here that this page or this layout has a variety of overlays. It has frames, it has mats, a title, and it has almost the same elements, just different designs. So you can mix and match, you can cross them over however you want, because the 2 themed keys for each of the themes has 28 elements that you can just cross over however you want to. So if you wanted to use this scalloped overlay on this page, you could. A fun thing that I want to point out about this overlay though, if you have an overlay that has kind of straight lines or has a gutter like you can see here, you could take your paper trimmer and just cut straight down that gutter to make a smaller piece like I've done here. So you can mix and match and make the overlays even whatever size you want them to be. You don't have to leave them the size that we provided. Another fun thing I'd like to point out is on this mat here, it has the days of the week, and I've just taken this same little circle right here and used it again to highlight the Friday, because that was the date that these engagement photos were taken. And then I used the stamps again and the dimensional elements, and I added the date right there so that I would always remember it. Let's talk a little bit about the mini albums that you can make using this cartridge. This here is what we would call an art book, and I've used the inspiration theme keys to create this entire mini album, and then I've just added it to our My Creations 3-ring craft album. One of my favorite things about the mini albums that you will have on your Artbooking collection cartridge is that they are very eclectic and organic. The pages are all different sizes, different shapes. You'll see this first page is a giant speech bubble, and you can plug that page in anywhere in your album. It doesn't have to be your first page. I just really love that it kind of gives a fun opener. Another thing that I've done is I've used this tag frame as an embellishment, but you'll see back here, I've used the same tag frame as an actual frame to put a photo in. So there really are no rules. You can do whatever you want. Let me just flip through and show you a little bit about the mini albums. The mini albums also include overlays, just like the pages do. But what we have done is we have sized the overlays so that they leave this little gutter down the side of the pages so that you have space to bind your book without losing any of your images or any of your embellishments. We just didn't want you to lose any of your creation that you've made. So you'll still find overlays in the mini albums. You'll find all of these fun shaped pages. There are titles, all kinds of different titles that you can mix and match and pick and pull however you want. There are borders. And then I wanted to show you a fun little thing. There are these fun clips that I've just cut out of cardstock and then I've gone around them with a pen. And there are these little tabs. The tabs actually cut out flat like this. And then you can just fold them, which is what I've done here, and then slide them under your photo. And I just went around it with a pin. Or a few other things you can do is wrap them around just a simple paper clip like I've done here, and then that would just slide right on any project. Or you can add them to a skewer. I have a couple here that I've just folded one around, and then it becomes a little flag that you could put in a cupcake. You can slide it into your album, put it on a card, however you want to use it. Those little tabs are really versatile. Now let me show you a few more things. Here's my photo frame like I had said. There are also the stamped images incorporated throughout. There are more of these little tabs. There's some with square tops, some with round tops, and you can see this one I've stamped on, this one I've embellished. You can do whatever you would like. And then one last fun thing that I want to talk about is with the overlays, don't throw away your negative space. If you're like me, you keep everything. And so you can see that I've cut this exact overlay in several colors already. I've got it in sorbet, in Indian corn blue, pear, and I've just kept those little outlines or the negative space that punched out when I cut my overlay. I've kept them and then I just plugged them back in. So it gives a little more dimension, a little more color, and a little more variety to my project. Another fun thing that's in this mini album is a pocket. So you can hide your journaling if you want. You could hide more photos, you could hide movie tickets, whatever you want. And then you'll see those same chevron negative pieces. I've just layered them again on a page. So don't throw anything away, keep it all. As you can see, the Artbooking cartridge is the perfect tool for creating beautiful layouts and art books with the push of a button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and keep checking Jeanette Linton's blog to learn more about the Artbooking cartridge. Now, if you would like to purchase the Artbooking cartridge for your own creative paper crafting, contact your Close to My Heart independent consultant or go to closetomyheart.com.